Hello, welcome to weekly vlog 71. Happy Monday. I hope you all got through that hideously hot weekend okay. As you can see, I lost some hair to get my way through it, and I've also discovered a way of clipping my hair up entirely in one clip, and it's been magic. I have not got around to bleaching and dyeing my hair. The idea of heat activating stuff on my head, sorry, 2 seconds, I've just put something on the floor I need to pick up. One of the little doodads that goes on the PlayStation controller. But yeah, no, the idea of heat activating chemicals on my head was not the one, so I didn't. But yeah, instead I have gained several hideous sweat spots that have been gross. But yeah, no, been literally just sat with my fan on me, drinking a lot of big sippy cups of water. You know, I have a big sippy cup of juice, water, you know, all that, and then I've been having this marvellous thing. You can still hear the ice in it from yesterday. These were on Amazon. They are, what brand are they? A Long Song water flasks. They come in a couple of different colourways, and honestly they are magic. So yeah, so I've been having that with some fizz in it as a nice treat. So yeah, so I've been hydrating, then treat drink, you know, the old 3 drinks, but I just don't hot drink. So yeah, and yeah, no, it's been very nice this weekend, you know, just chilling. Rye's been out doing all sorts of bits and pieces. I've been indoors just because, yeah, literally, I didn't vlog Friday because I just felt so weird. You know when you're sitting there and it almost feels like the room's just moving and you're like, I don't feel right. So yeah, so I just rested. I actually chilled in bed most of the day, to be entirely honest. Tried to sleep. We had 6 hours of people doing ceiling stuff, the roof tiles, and yeah, it was just very overwhelming. When they eventually stopped, I managed to I slept, which kind of helped, and then yeah, just kept on top of hydrating and all that kind of good stuff. And then Saturday, literally I just chilled, and I've crocheted. I filmed. Did I film on Saturday? No, I filmed yesterday. I tried doing crochet bits and pieces, but it was just too hot Saturday, so I didn't do a lot, to be honest. I tried a few different things and I'm like, nah, it's too hot, so I just blobbed and sat watching things, and yeah, you know, did stupid stuff like went through my skybox on like through I'm not sure if anyone else does this. I went through BBC4 and Sky Arts and PBS, because they can have some really interesting historical programmes and like Discovery and all that, and I just went through the next week and just saw what was on and just chucked a whole load of stuff on record, and you know, so then I've got loads of bits and pieces to watch, which I thought would be nice, you know, because I've been wanting some historical documentaries to watch, but I don't want anything war based, funnily enough. You don't want First World War, don't want Second World War, don't want current topics. You just want something interesting that's old but not, that. So yeah, so I found like on PBS can have some really interesting things, like lots of old historical footage in colour that's colourised. So there's the Victorians, the Edwardians, the 1920s and 30s, and I thought that would be really interesting. So yeah, so I've like all those sets to record. I've got some art programmes, I've got, you know, The Greatest Showman, because yeah, I fancy watching it, and I thought I'll just record it off TV so I can still watch it. And I've got In the Heights recorded as well, because I was on TV recently. So yeah, so I've got quite a fun little collection of some interesting documentaries and bits recorded as some breakup from like YouTube stuff. When you just doom scroll and you're like, there's nothing to watch, I like to have a collection of stuff on my Skybox, which is why I kind of still pay for Sky, because it is, you know, I do use it. So yeah, so going with that. It's currently like 20 to 10 in the morning. We've had, you know, Bob the Builder and his hammer since about 10 past 8 this morning, so there was that. But do you want to see what fun project I've been working on this weekend? Because yeah, I'm on the final little bit at the bottom, and oh my god, it brings me so much joy. It's so colourful. I did not plan to start this weekend, I really didn't, but I did, and then here we are nearly with a finished front panel, and it's so colourful and so happy. So yeah, I think I showed you, didn't I, before, the mesh dress thing I want to make. I'll just show, I'll refresh you with a quick show of what it's like on my phone. Oh. By the way, thank you so much for all the lovely comments and bits on like the video, like out and about with my mum, and yeah, it's been really nice. So yeah, obviously I saw this on Pinterest. There's the white one and then there's a pink one. It's long sleeve, but I'm going for the short sleeve version. Oh, let's see if it will focus. There we go. But yeah, mesh with like a solid panel near the bust, kind of thing. But I'm doing it my version because of course I am. I'm going off a picture. This isn't even a pattern, I'm just making it up as I go along. So yeah, so I'm just working on the bottom colour because yeah, I ordered Hobie wool for the first time. Look at the colours. So yeah, so obviously it's going to have some straps, but this is the bit that starts from like armpits down basically, and it goes pink mesh, and then it's a solid rainbow panel. It's not as big as the other one because obviously I'm going to wear it over things, and then it goes orange, and then, you know, the green. Now I'm working on the purple. So yeah, so we've got a couple more rows of purple to go, and then the front panel's done, and I've got to do exactly the same for the back. But is it not amazing? So yeah, so it's worked up so quick. So yeah, so I've been doing this. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. I'm on row 3 of the purple. I've only just started, yeah, I did a row and a bit of the purple, and I've just sat and done, finished a row and started the third, and I'm like, let's finish the purple this morning so then I know this panel's done. It's quite funny though, because here's like the wall size, and then when it's been used up it's almost like it's been deflated. So yeah, these little leftovers I'm gonna use to make the straps on the front half. Then I have another ball of each wool, because this is the Hobie Rainbow 8 out of 8 cotton, and yeah, I've got another set of colours to do the back as well. So yeah, so then that will have excess for the straps. Kind of how it's working up. So yeah, so my aim this morning is just to sit here and finish the next 3.5 rows, or mostly, so yeah, basically 4 rows, because I've only done this much of row 3. So yeah, so do the next 4 rows of purple, get this finished on the front, so then yeah, potentially can start the other side. So then yeah, I was planning to have this as a birthday thing, but fuck it, why not? Let's just wear it, because, you know, I might make my Grayson Perry dress for my birthday. So yeah, but yeah, I've sat last night, I'll just put that there. So that's my aim, what I'm going to do this for a little bit this morning. Then I sat last night and wrote out a whole load of jobs for the week, next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's a massive list of jobs. Some of it is a bit much, so yeah, gonna do that. Work my way through, you know, on that list is bleach and dye my hair and do my eyebrows. I went back and I watched, because I thought, god, my vlogs must be getting so stagnant now. I don't know why I keep having this like imposter syndrome about them. It's really weird. So yeah, so I went back and watched a couple of my earlier ones, and I'm like, actually, no, they're pretty much the same. I just ramble for longer now. Back then I thought 13 minutes was excessive and ridiculous. Now you guys can get like half an hour and I haven't even blinked. So yeah, But no, I'm going to work on some house jobs today, because I've got to do stuff like move bits from the balcony into the shed and all kinds of cleaning jobs. Honestly, in this warm weather I've not done much because I just find it so exhausting. Obviously I want to do hair stuff. It was just too hot and sticky last week. I have got a list of some homemade stuff because this week we're going to try and have a use what we got in the house week, just to be sensible. So yeah, so I want to try and do some homemade bread, either a big loaf and or there's these really like lovely looking sandwich, like big soft rolls I saw someone make on TikTok. They look really, and they share the recipe and I'm like, they look really good. So yeah, so I'm either going to make a big loaf of bread or I'm going to try and do really nice rolls. I do want to do some cookies just because, yeah, they will be nice. And all I've got to do is cook up some bacon to make it and defrost. I've got pre-cooked chicken in the freezer. I'll do some homemade chicken and bacon sandwich filler because that would be really nice in a homemade bread. Either in a homemade bread for a sandwich or a homemade roll. So yeah, so that would be lovely. So yeah, that's my kind of plans of what I'd like to make this week. And then I've got a shit ton of house jobs, but you know, we work our way through them. But because yeah, obviously I've got a few bits and pieces, and then I did London, so my minimal by June is not going the best, so I'm going to try and do it this week and next week. So yeah, so it just seems sensible. I've got my last little thing of Vinted that arrived, my £2 pair of Lucien Yaks. They're so good. I tried them on, they fit wonderfully, and literally the fix is going to be so easy, because that's another thing I want to do this week, is loads of fixing. I want to fix those new trousers, and I just want to work my way through my fixing or sewing or adjusting drawer, and it's like shopping without shopping, because all I'm doing is fixing clothes or upcycling them, and suddenly I've got more in my wardrobe and Ryan's wardrobe. So yeah, gonna work on that, which will be fun. And yeah, just, you know, trying to work my way through what we've already got in every aspect of, you know, what we got in the cupboards, the freezer, the fridge, what I could make if we need something, fixing clothing and bits and pieces, and doing, you know, very overdue to do jobs, as well as just making things, you know, like rainbow mesh dresses. You know, I'm gonna look like a really good rainbow fish basically. So but yeah, so that's kind of the aim this week, is we're gonna have a sensible use what we got week. I don't necessarily need to be heading out. I might go for like a pot around the park or something if just building wars gets a bit overwhelming, which you could do, because, you know, by like day 3 you want to just, you know, squeeze your own brain out. But me and Mariah are going to the cinema this week to go see How to Train Your Dragon, so that will be fun. So yeah, we're gonna go cinema together on Wednesday, we decided, because yeah, what else? That's kind of it really so far. Again, with the trying to save money and don't buy things I need to bring in, as much as my brain's like, we'd like to go to the car boot, I don't need to go to the car boot, and I'm going to bring in stuff we don't need, and I'm really trying hard not to. And yeah, I've got to be a bit more sensible financially for, you know, bits, because timelines have moved, which is great. You know, there's nothing more than that great email of you have something on your universal credit, you know, journal to make you just feel nauseous. So that's been fun. They've said the fucking stupid times of the day. Saturday, 20 to 4 in the morning. Why ruin a weekend like that? So yeah, but that is, we're not going to worry about that today. That's for another day. So yeah, but no, I'm going to sit and just work on crocheting this purple, get this done this morning, so then my brain's like, cool, we've done that bit. and then I'm just going to put all the leftover wool together in a sandwich bag to work on the straps. One, I've got both bits together because then I can sew them at the sides and then figure out where the straps need to be, basically. So I don't see the point of doing that now. I'll wait till I've got both front and back panels done, then we can figure that out. But for now, yeah, I'm going to work on bits, and yeah, I'm planning to film a lot more fun stuff this week, so there might be an obligatory, yeah, silly thing like, you know, washing up montage just to throw it back. But yeah, there's going to be some fixing and sewing of things, and yeah, we're going to do some baking, and yeah, so I might not obviously film the whole process of making something, you know. It might be I've been watching some videos of other YouTubers who I like, and they do baking, and they do like a little like 2-second clip of each bit of how they make something, and I'm like, that's a really cool way, so I might try something like that. So we will see how it goes. So yeah, I want to have fun with some editing stuff, but yeah, so, but no, we're going to crack on, do some house jobs, and just, yeah, busy with the fizzy kind of week, and enjoy all the things we already own, because sometimes you have to almost stop and look around where you are and go, I have some really cool shit, and this is a really cool place, and I need to really embrace what I've got here. So that's what I'm planning to do. So yeah, so, and I've got so many jobs of stuff I need to do, and things I want to do, and bits to change in my house, you know. I want to add some gallery walls, I want to, you know, put bits up, and I mean, one of the gallery walls could be done, all I've got to do is go get some frames for my mum's house, which, you know, me and Rai could go and do maybe after cinema. So, you know, or I could do after cinema because I think he's planning to go off to the workshop, so we will see. But yeah, planning to just, you know, embrace what we've got, use what we have, and yeah, get creative, because yeah, sometimes you have to almost stop and go, as fun as spending money is, and as fun as new things are, you've just got lots of things in a place. You need to actually stop for a second and then go, I've got really nice, I still have to put some of my lovely little bits on the wall from Paris, you know, that kind of thing. And no, and I am planning to, obviously I did my first crochet video yesterday, filmed that, my crochet podcast, I filmed that yesterday, so then yeah, I could do art stuff as well now, so I'm really trying and get some videos done and dusted so we can have, you know, extra uploads each week. So I'm trying so hard, but obviously, we are still battling my weird brain, my weird fatigue that just comes out of nowhere because it's just a jerk like that. So talk about rambling, we're 17 minutes in, so yeah, so I'm going to carry on crocheting, and we will catch up as I get going with some jobs on the day. Ryan is heading to college this morning because he wants to go crack on and get a whole load of college work finished, because he's a good egg like that, so he's given himself an extra day in the workshop. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks as we get going, but for this morning I'm just going to sit crocheting, watching videos, so I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hello. The ceiling stuff is being quiet, so I thought I'd take a moment, just do a little update of the afternoon. As you would have seen from that little time lapse, I cracked on, did a whole load of house jobs. I did a load more after that. I've tidied loads of areas. I just now need to whiz a hoover around my living room. I've done the rubbish. The recycling's went out today because it's recycling day. Moved all the clothes in my room and folded them, ready to put away later. And yeah, just cracked on the living room jobs. I've even organised a whole load of crochet stuff all together in like little project bags and bits. So yeah, so been very productive. All I really have left now is just looking at my little jobs I'd starred to do as today's jobs. yeah, it's Whiz a Hoover round. Finish that and cross off the finished jobs. And this evening I'm going to bleach my hair because those are some roots. So yeah, so I'm going to do that this evening. It's not really something I want to do. Oh yeah, and I finished my crochet thing. It's so good. I'm so happy with it. So yeah, so I might also start the second panel today. So get that going, because then yeah, I want to get that finished this week. Would be really nice. And also I've got to edit the crochet podcast tonight, and on that I list a whole load of whips, so I want to crack on with some of that this week. So yeah, I'm going to try and get my new project finished, and I want to get another project. I might see if I can get the tulip bag finished, because that has got the least stuff that needs doing. That literally just needs handles and a lining. So yeah, and my sister's bag needs doing. So once I've got my bag done, I'll get my sister's bag done. So yeah, so we are working our way through, so we're getting there. But we're going to round up for today. But yeah, by the time you see me tomorrow, we should have some blonde roots. I'll probably chuck you guys in a time lapse while I tomorrow put dye in my hair and make it fun colours. But yeah, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Ryan's going out tomorrow to the workshop, so yeah, so he will be out tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to crack on with some more jobs. We might crack on with the kitchen, get a load of kitchen stuff done, so then I could do some fun baking like I mentioned earlier. So that would be really fun to do some baking, because yeah, I even bought like a dough cutter thing, so I'm really excited, looking forward to making some bread. I enjoy making bread anyway. But yeah, these sandwich rolls, I will obviously show you, make them tomorrow, and I will link the TikTok down below that I'm going to use as well. But yeah, I'll probably mention that again tomorrow just to remind myself. But yeah, no, so looking forward to making bread. But for now, I'm going to crack on with the little bits, Whiz a Hoover around, and then yeah, this evening's mission is bleach. So I'll catch up with you lovely folks tomorrow. Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday. We're in my bathroom, if you couldn't tell by the tiles and the echo. Just sorting out bits, because as you can see, we did not do roots last night. Instead, I decided to crack on with yet more tidying, and ended up cleaning all underneath the table, organising a shit ton of fabric, bags of stuff, and what else did I do? Just yeah, all kinds of bits. Made the nicest chicken mayo wraps for dinner though. Frosted pre-cooked chicken, just chopped it up and added mayo and sour cream and a bit of seasoning, and had it with some salad, and it was really good. Yeah, so that was nice. But yeah, so we are on a mission today. We're gonna bleach some roots this morning. So we will hopefully see if we get around to colourful hair today. I probably will, to be honest. But what I might do is I'm going to pop into town. Bride's heading out to the workshop today. He didn't come home till midnight. Dirty stop out, isn't he? I always joke with him like that, because he's with his mates in a safe place, indoors, doing bits. I mean, yes, Monday's social night, so he was chatting with all the other people about all their projects and stuff. Wasn't exactly down the pub, was he? It's all good. But yeah, so yeah, so hopefully he's still asleep. It's like just coming up to 10 in the morning, but we have got roof wars going, so I don't know on that front if he's just chilling in bed or not. There's a little hair bleach whisk somewhere. Oh, I'm in my scruffy hair dye shirt. Go with the little one. So yeah, so I'm going to jump on the bus with Ryan when he heads to town today, just because it saves a bit of money. And yeah, I'm going to pop to my local library, because I suddenly remembered libraries have audiobook like systems now, because obviously, you know, we've upgraded from tapes and CDs, and I'm like, I wonder, and I looked it up, my local library does, so I don't need to use Amazon Music. Not that they actually, it looks like I can't get access to the one free book a month anyway. Instead I get multiple free books a month. So yeah, I'm going to I need to go into the library though, because I tried to do it online last night and my library card was expired, so I need to go in, basically renew it and say, hi, yes, I still exist, I'd still like to use my library card, and I do have a bit of a fine on there, so I need to pay that, probably while they expired. So yeah, probably will, while I'm in there, go look at the craft section books, because, you know, it would be cool to go look at some craft books, and I always like looking at the art books as well. And then yeah, once we've done that, and then I can set up, you know, the audio thing, I think it's called Borrow Box. So yeah, so looking forward to that. I will just gonna grab some gloves, this is not very organised. Oh no. Well, good thing there's a massive box runners in there as well. But yeah, so I'm going to obviously sign up for that, and then after the library I'm going to potter down and go to Aldi. I looked at what we have in the fridge and the freezer and the cupboards. We literally need a few bits and pieces like eggs and, you know, some ham for sandwiches and that kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm going to go get a couple of bits I need to get in Aldi. It's going to be hopefully under, well, definitely under 20 quid. It'd be nice if we go under a tenner, but we will see, because, you know, because live times. And then yeah, I will bus back because Ryan will be on his way to the workshop, and then we'll come home. I think we'll chuck some hair dye in, so then my hair can get colourful, and then we will crack on with some hair, with some house jobs while my hair goes, and then we'll do brows. So then tomorrow I'll be back to looking more like me. I mean, this is pretty, but it's very subtle and I prefer more obnoxious, so yeah. So that's kind of the aim today, so I'm going to work on doing my roots now, and then yeah, we will catch up probably, you know, either before or probably after I've been to town. I'll give you a mini haul of my bits I picked up in Aldi, which are literally, you know, I've got to check like the date of the, is it that one that's open? Neither of them are open. I've got to check the date of like the yeast, so obviously I'm doing bread, so I need to check the date of the yeast to make sure that's all good. If not, pick up more, check what amount I've got of flour and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing that today, so, but all is good. So yeah, so I'm going to crack on my hair dye wars, because it's now all beautifully mixed up and my camera battery is flashing. So yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful folks when I'm back from town a bit later, and I will be more blonde, so I'll see you then. Hello. Why yes, I'm a natural blonde. Take it down a sec from my ponytail. It's much warmer out there than it said it'd be. This is a very rare in between you get of my hair blonde. It slightly went to the sides in patches, but c'est la vie. But roots are bleached. I ran bleach for everything, so it's now very pastel, so it's all dye overable basically, so I can do a new hair colour scheme, which is cool, but it's hot, so it's going up. Let's move this out, blocks the window a bit. I went by my mum's, dropped off my stepdad's birthday present, birthday cards and Father's Day cards, because I'm really on top of everything. What else did I do? I went to the library, sorted my library card out, which was very easy. Just had to reconfirm my name, address, and phone number. And I just say, oh, I know there's a fine. She was like, it's fine, she said. Yeah, and actually I could have, all I had to pay to on my fine was 20p, and they would have been fine with me using my card again, but I just paid the whole lot off, so I know I'm back to zero. So yeah, and the joys of my library, or my county's library scheme, is that they have a website that's very good, and you can renew online unless someone's booked that book, you know, and says reserve that book, which is quite good. I did pick out 4 books, but one of the books was reserved by someone else, so I had it over, but I did take a picture of it so I can get it out next time. I was going to get 2 crochet books out and 2 reading books out, but I ended up just getting 2 reading books and a crochet book, which is pretty good. Although I was tempted, there were some really great stupid ones, you know, knits for dogs, or was it jumpers for dogs? And then there was one where you could learn to knit tiny little nudists. All kinds of weird stuff, but there was quite a few good ones as well. I took pictures of quite a few titles of books that I want to see if there are audiobooks that I can listen to, so I did that as well, which was quite good. It was pretty good. They now have incorporated the historical, like, books, you know, interesting historical books that are like written not like a dry textbook, through all the stuff. So if you're in a certain section, there's the book related to, you know, there is a book about the pre-Raphaelites and their muses in with the pre-Raphaelite books, you know, that kind of thing. And then they had the Mand Enchantment with the Monet books. I love that book, it's so good. I have the hardback. That was the last book I read. No, my Paris book was the last book I read, but that was, yeah, really, really good. So yeah, so I've got a couple of library books of which I'll show you when I get to them. But first, there is a bit of an Asda haul. I went in Asda instead of Aldi just because it was nearer, and to be honest, it is way hotter than I said it was going to be today. So, yeah, I am in a t-shirt, my cotton thing, which got compliments. I bumped into someone I know and they gave it a compliment and were amazed that number 1, I made it. Number 2, I'd only been crocheting 6 months. We used to go to a craft group together. So yeah, so they're impressed. And also a complete stranger said, "I love your jumper." I'm like, "I love your shoes." They're neon pink and black Converse on. I'm like, I'm going for a pink phase, pink and orange phase, and anything pink, I'm there. They're really cool makeup with a little cross bit there, and they were cool. They were like, oh. And yeah, so, and they went, "Oh, well, gonna wear a pink belt," but couldn't find it. I went, always hide, didn't they? I went, "Oh, gotta go." I was like, "That's lovely meeting you, thank you so much." And they were like, "I love your vibe." And I'm like, I'm cool. Not just because my mum said, oh fuck, what was it? I look pretty fly, of which I answered back, for a white girl. So, but yeah, my mum said I looked fly, and a stranger said they liked my vibe. So I'm cool. If only, if only. As ever, I spent more than I planned. But do I care? No. You know, sometimes you just, you know, gotta just admit what you like to do. I like to spend money on food. I spent a total of $43.87, but in it is some house stuff because I have no, I'd say no free will. No, I have too much free will is my problem. So yeah, I bought some stuff and things. So let's work through the bags and then we'll go into what's in the wheelie trolley. So, but yeah, little packs of party rings. Oh, I didn't notice these were the undersea ones. Oh my god, they're fish and starfish and jellyfish, and that's cool. I love party rings. Did you know they're accidentally vegan? They're really good and they're accidentally vegan. So yeah, I've always liked party rings, but even better. Little bags of cookies, because non-melting snacks are a good thing. I just really wanted these. There were cheaper biscuits near it, but I just wanted the ones with faces, so I got them. My little fan. I've got the big fan on behind me, so bus ticket, because you know I'm a bit crap at getting home without the bus. I've got a little round lettuce because, as I said this morning, I made the nicest chicken mayo wraps for dinner last night. It was just a bit of greenery and then chicken mayo made with defrosted but cooked sliced chicken breast, that I chopped up some more with a big squidge of mayo and a big squidge of salad cream and a bit of pepper, and yeah, it was really good. So yeah, I would have put a cucumber, but you know when you're like, not quite. So yeah, I got some bananas because I do want to do some baking with bananas, and I wouldn't mind having a few to eat. These were 58p for the 5. Always buy your bananas looser. They are way cheaper looser than they ever are in a packet, and they ripen. So if you want to get them to ripen quickly, fun facts with Cheryl, if you want to get them to ripen quickly, keep them together. If they're at your ripeness and you kind of don't want them to ripen anymore, separate them and cover the top. Also, if you wash the top when you get your bananas, it will stop fruit flies, because that's where they live, in that little bit. So yeah, cucumber because salad wraps, obviously. On to bag number 2. These are the lightweight little bags. Most of it went in the trolley, but there were just a few bits. I've got a big pack of eggs because obviously I want to do my baking this week, and if I'm making stuff like chicken mayo, I might do some homemade egg mayo. I got some more wraps because obviously I'm going to do homemade bread rolls. I got some hot cross buns because just a couple of them with some butter in is like the world's best lunch. I got a pot of yeast instead of packets, just because it makes me use it more. And also, if you need to add a bit extra light, sometimes it's a packet and a half. It's easier with a tub. So I've got that, and also I'm not too sure what the dates on my packets are. On my walk to the bus station, I go past this massive pine tree, and it dropped a couple of pine cones. I've been walking past a couple of times and I've resisted, but I really wanted a pine cone, so I got one. There was one today, so yeah, so I picked up a pine cone. I want to photograph it, I want to do drawings of it, I want to just sit it on my side. I just picked up a pine cone because I just wanted one. You know when you're a little kid and you just want to pick up the leaves and put them in your pockets? I'm like that with pine cones. An interesting tree bark as well, that's what is a good one. So we'll do this one. I've got some Jersey Royals, they're on offer. There's some of the fun stuff on top. There is this wonderful moon planter. I am the moon. I've been admiring it for ages. It was £10, and then it went down to £5, and then it went down to £2.50, and there was one left because they had 4 big like cages of stuff reduced, and I was like, I love the moon, and it could be used. It could have a plant in it, or it could just hold some cool stuff in my room. So I picked this up for my room because I thought it would be really fun. And it was £2.50, and I've resisted buying it since they brought it out. That curtain is really annoying. I am so sorry. It's a bit hard to block. So then I also picked up this rainbow checkerboard bedding for Ryan, because he's got mega fluffy bedding. He has got brush cotton bedding, which I put on the other day because the argument and debate we've had about me finally being able to change his bed from the super warm bedding to the mildly warm bedding. It's a nightmare. Anyone else with kids with sensory, it doesn't matter how big your kids are, kids with sensory issues, and especially neurodivergent kids, the reluctance to change bedding with seasons is teeth-grittingly frustrating. So yeah, so I kind of have to almost bully him out of all the fuzzy stuff. I know it's a sensory thing, and I know he loves it, and I know it's such a comfort, but we do have to limit it to the hot days, you know, limit it for the summer. You know, I literally do from like May, halfway through May to September is the cut off. He has it for the rest of the year. I'm really nice, but that's when I take away fuzzy pyjamas, fuzzy bedding, fuzzy blankets. At one point when it was really hot, I had to take away fuzzy socks one year. So yeah, so picking him up some cotton bedding, well, half polyester half cotton, but still it's not fuzzy but it's rainbow. So yeah, this was reduced from £10 down to £4.98, and I thought he will like that, and he doesn't have any cotton bedding, so I picked him up a bed set. So now he's got a fuzzy one, a less fuzzy one, and a cotton one, so hopefully it will work. There are, is that just that one there? Let's take this bag out. And then there's one more reduced thing tucked here. I'll pull out. I got this photo frame. It was £1, and obviously I bought the green one, but smaller for my bedroom. So yeah, and this, like the other one, can hang on the wall. So I thought I might put this on my bedroom and put a nice picture in it. So for £1, I got that. So there we go. Those were my frivolous, shouldn't have bought them, but oh well, kind of items. I got Mars bars and Twixes because we will stock up that, you know, stock up bits. These were some additional extras I didn't need to buy, but they were a really good idea. I got a chicken and bacon pasta baked by Cathedral City. It looks really good. This was reduced down to £1.70, so I got myself a nice dinner for one. You know, I will be having something, don't know what, but yeah. And also I got these for lunch. I really do need to clean my air fryer. These would be so quick in the air fryer, but I'm gonna have to put them in the oven. These were down to £1.16, and these are mac and cheese bites, and I just thought they looked really good as some very late lunch, because it is like it comes to 4:20. I had breakfast at like 8:30 this morning, so yeah, kind of need to eat something sensible. And then I picked up 2 little toffee layered mousses for 38p. So yeah, me and Ryan got a nice pud to each today. I got 2 packs of ham because it's on offer, and to be honest, the way me and Ryan load up sandwiches, these don't last long. And obviously I've been defrosting, you know, now into the idea of defrosting chicken to make sandwich fillers as well. But yeah, I got a pack of chicken, a pack of ham, pack of sausage rolls, because if all else fails, Ryan will eat beige. Cold beige or hot beige? Hot beige chicken wraps, cold beige sausage rolls. They are safe in our household, so if it's warm, he will eat them. I got these 2 purely to chuck in the freezer because they are freezable. These were reduced to 66p, and they are root veg mash, which I love. But yeah, so I'm going to put both of them straight in the freezer. So then I've got some lazy vegetables slash mashed potato sides, and then we're on to the heavy bits in the trolley. Got a bag of bread flour. I'll be entirely honest, I didn't check before I went out, but I thought I can always just have more and make stuff. So yeah, 2 bottles of smoothie for the boyo. Just going to pull stuff out. Ugh. 2 things of chalky milk. Where's the other one? There it is. I got a thing of tropical juice and a thing of apple juice. Ryan likes apple juice. I don't. I'm an orange juice girly. I like the weird sourness of orange juice. And then because I've obviously been enjoying big bottles of icy cold dilutable, I'm nearly all the way through my Ribena, and I just fancied picking up another dilutable, because the ones I've got are orange based, so I wanted something a bit different. So I've got mango and raspberry squash. Sounded lovely, so I picked up that. And that is everything from Asda, which, you know, not bad. There's quite a few cupboard things, there's quite a few things reduced in there. There are loads of bits off my list, which was like salad potatoes, salady bits, ham, sweet treats for the pumpkin, wraps, sausage rolls, eggs. So I didn't add too much in, is how I'm kind of considering it. Oh yeah, and the flour and the yeast. So, you know, I need no 2 nuts. I want milkshake and juice. So yeah, like I added in the smoothies and the dilutable, that kind of thing. But yeah, let me show you what I picked up from the local library, because yeah, the joy is, you know, I'm a library kid. I was in it. I remember when I was younger, they had a portable library, and they used to bring it round, and it used to go in the car park near where we lived. And yeah, loved going to the library. I would be there every week checking out, I think it was either 8 books or 12 books you could get, reading my way through them, returning them and getting more books each time, and requesting, you know, saying, can you bring these type of books, and they would. It's really good system. So yeah, so I was a reading kid, always loved books. So yeah, so which is amazing. So yeah, I've just always enjoyed them. So I've always been a big, you know, user of my local library. It is a wonderful space where you want to go study. It was great, obviously, sharing a computer with 4 of us when I was younger, you know, and we had a home computer. You go to the library, you get an hour on the internet. Back then, I think it's probably a bit longer now. Back then it was an hour on the internet, and you could go on the internet. So I used to always, nearly every day, go to the library, do an hour of internet at the library, then go home and have my hour then, or half an hour, because, you know, we had a little schedule where you took turns. So yeah, so it's always been a great place, and I've always enjoyed going to my local library and always used it. So yeah, so I was amazed that I hadn't been since 2022. I'm like, how had my life got so busy? I hadn't been to the library since 2022. So yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? But no, so I was impressed with their craft books. Their art books went down a lot, but yeah. But I picked up this because part of a sewing pattern I've recently bought has crochet tapestry, or as it's called, crochet colour work. So I picked up this one, which is the Hooktionary, and it is a crochet dictionary of 150 modern tapestry crochet motifs. And it does give you exactly what it is and how to do it, and advice, and, you know, that kind of thing. And then it also gives you the patterns and what it all means. So I thought this would be very useful to read through, you know, as well as I will have the patterns, you know, the square patterns you need, which will be very useful to have. So, you know, silly things that I can take really good pictures of, you know, that one of headphones and try that out, or, you know. So that's kind of my aim, is I want to, yeah, give tapestry crochet a go and use this book, as well as for some references and for the patterns, which are free. I mean, I know obviously you have to buy patterns online and stuff, but there's like scissors and, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. Clouds, cats, pint glasses, mixtapes, you know, all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, I picked this up so I can, number one, read, you know, in detail. I know I can watch a video, but it would be nice to read as well the Idiot's Guide to Tapestry Crochet, and also take some pictures and use the references for when I want to experiment and do some other designs. So yeah, so I got this out. I got this book out because I thought I could quite easily read this in little chunks, because I can read it by colour. Where are we? So I can see it there. But yeah, you can read it by colour, and it is The Colour of Fashion, the story of clothing, 10 colours. And yeah, and you read through each colour and it gives you the history of clothing, like that colour. So, you know, the little black dress, goth culture, the femme fatale for black, Victorian cult of mourning, from Puritan to sorcery, black as a colour, you know. So, and they're just little chunks, and obviously I love fashion history, and I just thought it'd be really interesting to sit and read. So I thought it's not going to take me long to read this. Yeah, so I got this as a nice thing to sit and read, so I thought that looked really good. Took pictures of loads of books I want to read. I've been wanting to read this for ages. I have seen it in like several museums now I've been to a couple of years ago. It's on my Amazon list. I still haven't read it or bought it. So yeah, so it's called Fabric, the Hidden... Oh, shut up you. The Hidden History of the Material World by Victoria Finlay. Yeah. In Fabric, best-selling author Victoria Finlay spins us around the globe, weaving stories of our relationship with cloth and asking how and why people through the ages have made it, worn it, invented it and made symbols out of it, and sometimes why they've fought for it. So yeah, but it's just, yeah, I love a good, interesting book. It's a long one. I mean, it is, where are we? You have to kind of go through and then learn to stop before it gets to all the references. Where are we? Yeah, we'll stop at the acknowledgements, last page is 451, so it is it's a chunky book, and it is a book with some small writing, but we can but try. And if not, I know you can renew books 3 times before you have to return them physically, and then you can get it straight out again, so we can but try. So yeah, so there we go. So those were my library books I got out. 1 quick read, 1 long read, 1 reference book. The other one I'm going to get next time, it was Modern Crochet, I think it was called, and it had, yeah, lots of really good patterns and bits in it, and it shows you loads of things, and it was really good visuals in it, but unfortunately someone else had preserved it, so yeah, next time. So there we go, but for now I'm going to go put this food shopping away. I'll be entirely honest, I'm kind of done for the day. I've bleached my hair, I've chucked Ryan through the bath, I've went to my mum's, I've done the library, I've done food shopping. I'm kind of done for the day now. So yeah, so I'm going to put this away. I'm going to make myself some food because I'm starving. And make myself those mac and cheese bites. Have a nice cold drink because I can feel my throat and my voice doing fun things. So yeah, going to hydrate. And I'll be honest, I think I'm going to sit and read that colour book about fashion and do a bit of crochet. And also I'm going to, now that I've got a working library card, I'm going to go on Borrow Box and I'm going to sort out my audiobook stuff and get that set up and have a look through and see what's on there. And yeah, maybe get borrow an audiobook and get that set up, so then I've potentially then got stuff to listen to, because I do have some fully charged headphones, so that would be rather lovely to have available to me. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is take it easy for the rest of the day. I'm not going to dye my hair. I don't fancy dyeing my hair, so tomorrow's another day. What have we got tomorrow? Ryan's got a blood test, then we're going to the cinema. So yeah, so we're just going to put up with blonde hair for another day. I'll do it tomorrow afternoon. It's all cool. So till then, I will catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Me and the boy had lay-in this morning because there's no builders. We were tired. And we had something at a set time, so of course we had to lay in and missed it. So yeah, we missed Ryan's blood test, but it's not essential, so yeah. Oh well. Fucking tired today. I'm really tired. I'm having one of those you fingernails tired kind of fatiguey days, I think. So yeah, today I have only done a few little star sticks to very minimal jobs in my little book. You right?
So if this is learned something off my job.
Oh no, what's he learned?
To not to stay in the way when you're trying to put a water bottle in. He's sticking his head through it.
Birds tickets. Budgies. They're as bad as parrots. Honestly. But I was saying I've only done a few stars. Yeah, like literally today's plans are tidy in front of my TV with very minimal effort, and then I've got I want to do some sewing. I want to do some fixing jobs today. I want to put I've got a really cool patch I want to put on one of my caps I bought recently, and I managed to get some Lucy neck trousers for £2. So I want to fix them up because that's the reason why they're £2. And I started the other half of my mesh dress. This is as far as I got yesterday. So yeah, so I've got to do this red purple, then we're on to the different colours as mesh panels. So see as far as we get on that, but it's very minimal effort and catching up on some lazy shit. I am redoing the wash load from like 2 days ago. Rye's taking it easy, he's just feeding the burbs. And then he's off out to the workshop today, innit? So yeah. We decided not to go cinema, we're both not in the mood. My stomach isn't being nice and I need to sort of be near low. And Ryan is just not up for it, which is fair, so we're gonna, you know, do a rain check on it, so. But yeah, so I'm gonna sit and crochet and then get on with a few little bits, but it's not much today. I'm so tired, I don't want to dye my hair either. The idea of lifting my arms any further than here today is not the one. So, yeah, so, oh well, it's gonna be a natural blonde for another day. Scare people. It's the day I can go out and do crimes, Ryan. I'll be incognito. So yeah, so I could tell you later as, you know, I get not doing stuff. Hello. My fatigue is proper fatiguing today. Oh, I feel so heavy. You know, I describe like my hands feel like lead. They're kind of heavy today, so I'm not cleaning in front of the TV because that involves standing up and organising and walking lots and lots, putting all the bits away. So no, I did the wash load that was in the machine for 2 days because we are real here. So got that re-washed and it's out drying, and I have a second wash load in now. But that is as far as my house jobs are going today. My fixing jobs, I don't think are even going to happen. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood to do sewing. So yeah, and also I've just been sitting here crocheting. And yeah, remember the rainbow bit I showed you, and then I was like, I've just got to crack on, and I'm like, why is this orange running out really quick? There's meant to be enough to do another like half a row, most of a row, and another row. I'm like, why is it running out? You shouldn't do, because it's the same as the other. Ready? Do you want to see why it's running out? Because I made it too big. Here is the other one, the first panel I made, and then here's the second one underneath it. See how much excess is sticking out, and it's quite gathered underneath already still. Yeah, I cocked up majorly, and that's all I've got left of the orange. I've got to frog the whole damn thing. Sucks. But in my defence, I am only on day 2 of making it. And why, yes, that is yet more workman. No, it's not roof workman. Instead, we have Virgin Media digging up the road, digging up the path. Why is there always someone in a high vis in my road right now? So yeah, so I'm just not doing well today. Nothing's going right. So I'm thinking I'm gonna unwind all the crochet stuff. I'm just gonna unwind it all, so then it's ready to go for another day when I have got a better brain going. I'm just gonna sit here. I found a new YouTuber to sit and watch, and I might even start one of my books because I've got time to sit and curl up with the book. This is one I should be reading on fatigue days. So yeah, I might start on the Colour of Fashion book I got out of the library yesterday, because that is short, sharp little chapters. So yeah, I'm going to start reading this lovely little book I borrowed from the library. Because my colours of fashion are all going tits up because I keep making everything too damn big. So the irony is I already measured, because you've got to measure around your widest bit, which for me is, you know, hips and bum, and I've given it lots of extra already, so it's already going to be loose to be able to be an overdress, and I've still made it too big. So yeah, so I'm just not doing well, so I'm gonna stop, unwind, so everything is prepped for another day. But yeah, the joys of knowing when to stop going. It's no good, this isn't right. Of course it had to be after I've used nearly 2 full balls of wool and done the rainbow bit, but c'est la vie. 'Tis life. So yeah, so I'm going to unwind the second panel. What is it with second panels being too big? And yeah, unwind the second panel, and then I'm just going to sit here, watch YouTube, read my book, and yeah, take it easy for the rest of the day, because quite honestly I'm fucked. But I don't want to go lay in bed. That's the thing. I'm tired and I'm heavy, and I still can't really lift my arms any more than there. But yeah, so you know, doing stuff like my hair today is not the one. as much, even my brain's like, nah, we're not going to make you feel guilty about that. So, that's, you know, when, you know, the fatigue is really fatiguing, when even your guilt is like, nah, you're good. So yeah, so I'm now going to sit and unwind. 2 days worth of crochet. I said 2 days, it's like afternoons and a bit of evening, but still, at least it's mesh stitch and it's not solid like the dragonflies was, which I do plan to restart. I've got all the wool actually just next to me, look, from where I did my crochet video recently. There is the panel I have done, there is the wound up wool, there is the one still in there, skeins that they came in, and my project book for it, because I refigured out the measurements and the stitches I need to start at for the smaller panel. So yeah, so I will do that another time, but yeah, I'm just not in the mood today, so let's take this apart and we will start again another day. But there we go, so today is a minimal, like not even 10-minute vlog day, so there we go. So I will catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and hopefully with some rest, reading my book, just chilling out. Fatigue might lift up a bit tomorrow because yeah, I fucking hate it, it's the worst. So but yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and hopefully yeah, might actually be able to use my damn arms properly, and we might be able to crack on and do some fun hair dye. That would be rather nice. But actually that might be some research. It's some, what way do I want to do my hair this time, because it's very blonde and very pastel, so I can kind of do an entirely new colour scheme throughout, not just, you know, repeat. So that is what I might do as well, as research a new hair dye scheme. But yeah, but there we go. So I'll come back to you tomorrow hopefully with some hair dye ideas, a little bit less, you know, feeling like someone has already wrung me out of energy and, you know, shit's to get. So yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Thursday. We're in my room. Would I rather be in the living room? Yes. But if you're gonna hear the background noise, we're at 8:35. They started about 10 minutes ago. They're removing next door's windows. It's great. The one day it's finally cool enough in the morning to have windows open, and we don't have roofers. We have window removers instead. And I don't have the spoons in me to be going out. Shit. That's what I was dreading about this big summer project. So yeah, I ended up yesterday, I read 2 chapters in my little book about the colours of fashion. It's really good. I sewed a patch onto my hat, which I'll show you a bit later. Yeah, I had plans to do sewing today, but I kind of need to be in the living room for that. I don't want to be bringing my sewing machine in here, and to be honest, I don't want to show you my bedroom right now. It's absolute fucking tip. It's kind of become a dumping ground again. It's amazing how quickly that turns around. So yeah, it's the folded clothes. I kind of folded some of them the other day. I didn't really put much away, so they're a bit messy and everywhere again, and yeah, it's just going to be a day today. And yeah, I don't fancy people in, so I don't really want to go like to my mum's or anyone's, so I'm just gonna hide in my room like a little kid. I've just re-put YouTube on, because I did have it on in the living room, but I couldn't even hear my video, so yeah. So I've just re-put it on in here. I'm gonna watch a couple of videos and we'll see how we go, but if it gets all a bit loud, I will put my noise cancelling headphones on and crack all my bits. I obviously had to take apart the back panel of my rainbow mesh dress because it was way too big. I restarted it back up in smaller size. I'm actually measuring it now, and yeah, looking much better. And I've decided today I want to try and start crocheting some socks, just because I just want to start crocheting some socks. So yeah, I was up till like 2 in the morning looking at patterns and ideas and videos and stuff. So yeah, and then we got up at 7:30 today instead of 6. Not because I had a lay-in, because Ryan decided yesterday, for the past like week or 2 he hasn't needed to go in early, so he's like, well, if I don't have to go in early, what's the point? The first hour he misses, and he's like, I don't have to be until 10. I'm like, cool, if you want to wake up later we can. So we did, and it was very nice. So yeah, so the boy is off to college today. It's a long day. God, I look bad in this viewfinder. You wouldn't believe that yesterday I felt and looked bright red in the evening. I felt ridiculous, proper tomato. All I did was walk over the shops and back, so yeah. So part of me was thinking today, you know, last night I was thinking we could go out, we could go to like M&S and like go look in TK Maxx because they've got spooky things. And I'm like, that is a really big temptation to go spend money when I don't need to. Because yeah, did I order wool? Yes. I ordered myself more wool. Should I have? No. Is it a big order? Yes, so much so they're sending it in 2 separate bags. So yeah, it's a bit naughty of it, very naughty of me, but hey ho. The way I think of it, it's like one of the bit sessions of a therapy session if you were to pay for them. So yeah, gonna consider it that way. But yeah, so we're gonna chill in my room and wait till this noisy quiets down, which I don't think it will, or become headphone people today. So we will see. I do want to really do some baking today, but unfortunately between my fatiguing and just that noise, which in itself is exhausting, even with my mixer, tomorrow's another day, or the weekend, so you know. I mean, thankfully I didn't say it was all this week. I was doing stuff. I wrote a general list of the next couple of weeks, so yeah, all is good. But it's that noise I fucking hate, because it goes straight through and reverberates all the way along, and it's in the window that's right next to my balcony doors, so I've just had to go close the balcony. So yay. But when I think of it, I could be in my flat doing that, so at least I've got the advantage that I'm not getting fucking windows, so that is a bonus. So yeah, so I'm gonna go try and watch some of my YouTube, and if all else fails, I'm gonna have YouTube on my phone all day today with headphones and some music, or one of my audiobooks. You know, I went through and added quite a few. So yeah, so you know, I might borrow an audiobook today from the library app and sit and listen to a book while I do stuff, because I do want to try and do some socks today is my aim. I'm gonna make some socks out of this yarn. Is it gonna show it? There we go. Put it against black, it shows the colour better. It's really cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and make some socks. So that is what we're gonna do. And obviously carry on with the mesh dress, because yeah, I want to try and get back to the point where I was yesterday. So yeah, my hand is feeling better. I kind of gave it a rest last night from crochet, so I sort of got to a point in the afternoon, I'm like, I'm done. My hand hurts, stop. And I did. So yeah, but no, because we woke up to a rough start this morning. We got some little party rings under the sea creatures. And 2 of the little almond cakes from Costco as my breakfast. Because that's what I want to eat for breakfast. I want a Capri Sun, because I am an adult. So yeah, so I'm going to carry on watching this video and then yeah, crack on and see what I end up. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back in the living room and get my headphones, and I'm going to have to close the big hallway window. Looking forward to some nice breeze coming in today, because it's cloudy but it's not too bad, but nope. That's part of what's put me in a bit of a spin mentally, is all these works. Don't realise how much it kind of wear on you till you just, yeah. You're a homebody in your home. You can't homebody them. So, hey ho. But I'm gonna go have my breakfast. Actually, I'm gonna go get myself a yogurt as well, because I've got little Yakult drinks and I've got proper yogurts in the fridge. So I'm gonna get a yogurt. Yeah. I will catch up with you beautiful folks a bit later, but that's kind of my plan today. Is chilling, sit up in bed, crocheting, watching YouTube or listening to an audiobook. That's not the most fun to watch, I apologise, but you know, 'tis life, and the reality of trying to save money and being sensible while also having home renovations. It fucking sucks. So, oh yeah, and it's hot, and my 2 meds are on the list of meds that give you a heat intolerance, so going outside is really fucking hard work. Yay. So I should go get my meds actually. So, yeah, yogurt, meds, YouTube. I will catch up with you beautiful folks a little bit later, and we'll just do a catch up on what I've done so far and just a bit of chat. Hopefully the window people might fuck off, but I have a feeling they're going to be here all fucking day. Yay. Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Sorry yesterday was quite a short one. I honestly just had the most chill day. I chilled in bed because obviously window wars, which did go on till like 3. Also please excuse my nose if it looks very red. I've just sat and picked and scraped at it. But yeah, so yeah, kind of just head out my room for the day. I had a really lovely, like nearly 2-hour video call with my mum. It was really nice, just normal, you know, just chatting. She said, I'm like, she said it's like a visit, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't have to get dressed, you know, much easier. So yeah, because obviously my fatigue was still fatiguing yesterday. But look, I can lift my arms up and I don't want to cry. So we've made, you know, progress. We're going to see about getting my hair done today. It's actually not, very rarely, I'm usually prioritising my hair. As my mum said, she's like, you still have your blonde hair? I'm like, yeah. She's like, old you wouldn't let anyone see you. Honestly, I wouldn't even take pictures of me with blonde hair, but it's fine. I'm like, it's just, yeah, it's blonde hair. Yeah, I'm in no busting rush to dye my hair. It could be something I do tomorrow or even Sunday. Yeah, I'm not feeling the pressures I used to put on myself to get it done ASAP. So yeah, I would rather rest and make sure my body has got over its fatigue blip, so I'm fully rested and as good as can be, rather than push myself and then, you know, feel shit for another couple of days. So yeah, so in reality, I don't think I'm going to dye my hair today. So we got as far as bleaching my hair in this vlog, and yeah, we will have to see. And also actually it's pretty good, if you can see by the shine in it, leaving it several days to let the natural hair oils build back up, because obviously bleaching, you strip everything out your hair, and it's, you know, it is very damaging. So yeah, so if I can build up some natural oils in it before I then put the colourful dyes on it, which are semi-permanent and, you know, very conditioning, but still, if I can get the actual hair as nice as possible, it's better. I mean, I will say even the ends are looking better than they were when I first bleached it. So I mean, I might at some point have to give them a trim, because you can kind of see they're a smidgen frizzy, but yeah. So I'm not actually in a rush to dye my hair, which is quite novel, really. So yeah, so I'm quite happy just to let it be for a couple more days. Going to do some house jobs today, because Ryan has got a couple of his friends coming over to sleep over again, and they are potentially sleeping over tonight and tomorrow night. So yeah, which is cool. I've got no major plans, he's got no major plans, you know. It's nice that he does teenage things. It's quite nice, you know, normal bits like, you know, last time they wanted to watch, you know, movies, and they were like, oh, I don't want to scream, and it was like, I mean, Lauren, he's like, where is it? And he looked, he went, oh, you've got to pay for it on Amazon. I'm like, and they went, oh, it's also on Paramount Plus, but, you know, and I'm like, we've got that. And I showed him, and it's got like all the Scream movies, and they were going, oh my god, it's got this movie and that movie, and they always watch really shit horror movies. So yeah, so I'm probably going to end up watching crap horror movies, which is cool. But yeah, but in the meantime, I'm going to whiz a hoover around, and, you know, all the other house jobs I'm going to do today, I want to, well, just daytime ones. Nighttime ones, I'm going to fold a load of clothes in my room, because it's kind of become the dumping ground. So yeah, so I really need to put some stuff away. I've got sort of halfway through folding stuff the other day, and then it's now just a tip again. So yeah, I've just got piles of clean clothes in my room. It looks hideous. Not hideous, it just looks really scruffy, but it's all clean clothes. They just need folding and putting away, which is the thing I procrastinate the most on. But yeah, so today I'm going to whiz the hoover around. I'm going to do some washing up, because that needs doing. And I'm going to do a sewing job as well. I want to show you one of the jobs I did. I added my less regrets, more baguettes patch to my hat, because yes, red themed, necessary. And I love that it's like faded orange. I got it to go with all my pink stuff. So yeah, so I've got that. I did that the other day. And then these are my £2 Lucy and Yak trousers. Oh, they're spectacular. I'm so happy with them. They did previously have a fix that is slightly popped on the leg, so this bit here. So I'm just going to go with some, set my sewing machine to like the shortest stitch length and do zigzag, and just, yeah, almost like embroider over it. And then this side has got a bit of a little pop, little wear in the seam, so I'm gonna put a bit of fabric underneath and do the same embroidery type stuff, and yeah, just embroider over it to fix them up. And I've already tried them on. They fit me perfectly. They're so lovely. They're the old sizing as well, which were much smaller, so yeah. So I fit a vintage, I'll call it vintage, but you know, older size Lucy and Yak, size large, with 30-inch leg. So that's pretty good. And the coolest thing I've done, obviously yesterday I did crochet. It's just a given. If I'm gonna sit and chill, of course I'm gonna crochet. Did I do any of my projects? Of course I didn't. Did I start a brand new one? Of course I did. Did I learn a whole new skill? Yes. Ready? I made a sock. How cool is this? So yeah, so I learned how to make a sock yesterday. I am so proud of myself for this thing. So yeah, me and my sock. It's so cool. So yeah, so I have got the rest of the wool in here with the hook that I used in, so when I hit blippy moments of sit down, I can give myself half an hour to crochet and do a bit of sock work basically. and I'm hoping to get the other one done today. But it now means I definitely can make people socks for Christmas, because I have now learned how to crochet socks, which is so cool. It's so comfy, and yeah, it doesn't feel really bulky, which is nice. So yeah, so it is, you know, this is it before it's even been blocked. It's nice and, you know, thin. This is a lacy type one. I didn't even start off with a simple one. I went with a lacy pattern. So yeah, and the little bit on the top I did. So yeah, I'm very pleased with myself. So of course the first pair I did was my pair. I do plan on making more for myself. But yeah, so I thought I'd just show you that, because I am so proud of my sock. It's insane. But yeah, so that's kind of the aim. Daytime today is I want to focus. There we go. Get the washing up done, whiz a hoover around. I've got a washing machine in the a load in the washing machine. I've just re-washed it, if I'm entirely honest. Put that back out. Please tell me if you're just human like that, and sometimes you just leave the machine and wash load in the machine and you're like, oh fuck, and you just re-wash it, because, you know, it's part of being human, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm going to get that out so it can dry. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a second wash load, just because that's effort. I might put the wash load in the machine ready for tomorrow. So obviously we've got a couple of very hot days coming up, especially Sunday and Monday. So yeah, and obviously we do not have workmen over the weekend, so I can crack on and have the balcony open all friggin' day and crack on with stuff. But yeah, oh yeah, and I put away some of the gardening stuff that's I cleared away before I moved all the plants, like all the seeds and the seed propagators and all the solar lights and decorations from my garden are all, you know, were in bags, and they're currently sat at the top of my stairs, so I'm going to put them in the shed. And then maybe over the weekend I'll put the last of the plant pots in the shed and clear the last of the stuff off the balcony. But yeah, so there's that. So yeah, so it's a few house jobs today really. There are a lot of small things I could do, and even like my brain's like, oh, we could go car boot tomorrow. I'm like, we could also enjoy the fact we don't have an alarm clock to wake up to tomorrow, because today is Ryan's last day of college. He's literally went all the way in there to go do a couple pages of paperwork and get his work signed off, and then he's done, which is great. So yeah, so he, bless him, has pushed, and he went in on his technically days he didn't have to go in this week, beginning of the week, to crack on and get stuff done at college, so then he could be done this week and not next week, which is amazing. So yeah, all good. But for now I'm gonna chuck on some headphones. I've got them sitting here ready to go. I'm gonna chuck on some headphones. I think it's a music kind of morning. Put some music on. I think I might put my hair up as well in a little ponytail at the back. Yeah, crack on, whiz the hoover around, put the shit in the shed, do the move-in-y jobs, and then I can do like the sit down sewing job as my little rest job, and then do the washing up, and then I'm like, oh, big jobs for the day are done. They're the big major ones. I mean, yeah, they're the ones I've got starred on my list. Is yeah, washing up, hoover the living room, because I didn't get around to it the other day. I was meant to tidy the TV the other day. I have got dye hair and bleached eyebrows, but again, as I just said, I don't think it's urgent. And fix my trousers. And I haven't got around to any baking this week either, but that's because the kitchen's a mess. So with cleaning the kitchen today, it does mean that I can then do some baking this weekend, which might be a nice thing. So I might do a little bit of a weekend vlog. We will see. Or we just might bake next week, you know. It's not urgent, and to be honest, having the oven on in my very little kitchen makes it extremely hot. So yeah, you kind of debate if it's worth turning it on or not. But for today, I'm just going to do a bit of washing up and just a bit of surface tidying. So yeah, space for a couple. There's already space, but you know, there's a cleaner space. Just my brain will feel better for it. for teenagers to sleep over, but for now, yeah, I think I'm going to start off with hoovering, just so I know it's done, and then move the stuff in the shed, so I know that's done. And then we can fix trousers, and then we can see how much or this little washing up gets done as we need to. If I'm entirely honest, it's not absolutely urgent. We have loads of plates and all the baking trays we need for cooking basically what is going to be pizza, garlic bread and freezer surprise. So yeah, that's not absolutely urgent. So, and if I'm like, if I'm not planning to bake today or tomorrow, I could always do the wash up tomorrow. That's why everything has a bit of wiggle room in it. So yeah, because I'll say this shoulder is still quite sore. So that's partly why I'm like, maybe don't do hair, because my right shoulder is, although I can move it, it's a bit pissed off. So yeah, it's not feeling the greatest. So it's quite stiff in the back. So I might have to put like some ibuprofen gel on it, I think. So, and there is the beat of a reversing van of sorts. So I'm gonna go see what van that is, because 60 of the fucking vans. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go crack on with these few bits and pieces. Yeah, we'll catch up a bit later of, you know, what we've actually done and that, and just a general bit of a chin wag. But yeah, it's been another indoor week this week, but sometimes it's just an evil necessary, you know. Not every week is me gallivanting out doing stuff. Sometimes it is just indoors doing stuff and chatting with you guys, you know, doing my crafty things, you know. This is the joys of, you know, being quite creative, as I can entertain myself, you know. I'm the little kid in the corner with a bit of piece of paper and a crayon, happily sat there, quite content. So yeah, but on that fine note, I'm going to go see what their van is, because I'm nosy. I want to see who the hell is going to be making loud noises in my streets today. And yeah, so we'll catch up later as we get going. So yeah, so I'll see you later, and we can do a here is the things I actually did today. Alright, bye. Just a quick moment, I'm blasting through my jobs. Already done stuff in the shed, and oh fuck, what was it? I'll put the clothes out, and I've just done the fixing, look. So this is what the like faux embroidery I can do on my sewing machine is. It's pretty good. I quite actually like the fact it's black and pink. It's slightly pinched there, but there's a tiny bit I missed here, but there is a layer of fabric under this, so there we go. So come on, there is from a distance, but because it's the inner leg seams, when you wear them, it's not visible, and if it is, mind your business for looking there. So I'm actually about to put them on and go collect my meds. But there we go. Fixing job done. Very happy. Hello. I've been to get my meds. And yeah, pretty much done every job apart from washing up. But I'm going to have to go back. I now need to dye my hair because it came up with good old Facebook memories while I was waiting for my prescription 10 years ago. It had been 10 years of colourful hair. So of course, it's now 20 years of colourful hair. I bought some rainbow cupcakes in the corner shop to celebrate. I got to dye my hair on my 20th anniversary of colourful hair. I dyed it when I was 15, nearly 16. I'd finished my finished school, done my exams, and I was officially done with school, GCSEs, so did not have to wear uniform in any way. So yeah. Let me show you some fun pictures. I'm going to show you them on my phone just because it's easier. The 15-year-old me. I'll show you me on my last day of school, and then I'll show you the following day what my hair turned into. So here's me on my last day of school. Yes, I've always been alternative. I did used to do like red wash throughs. So yeah, so there we go. So probably actually would be easier if I just edit it nicely and do it like here. So here's me on my last day of school. I was alternative, as you can tell. And then here is me the following day. I dyed my hair at my friend's house. My dad picked me up and was not impressed. He didn't talk to me for like a month. It was quite funny. But yeah, I dyed it with like a L'Oreal purple kit, and then my friend literally, we did streaks the width of the bleaching brush, and then we dyed them green. And yeah, so it's purple with big lime green streaks, and yeah, I look like a really, really good cheap Halloween wig. And yeah, here's another close-up of when I cut my hair a bit shorter. I don't think it's, looking at the picture, is it cut or just caught up? I might have it up, but yeah, so there we go. So there's some pictures of 15/16-year-old me and her colourful hair. But yeah, so I've got to dye my hair if it's my hair's anniversary, so it's very apt. But yeah, thankfully I did not have to wait years at the pharmacy for my meds. They've kind of got more people in now, which is good. So yeah, so got my meds, which is good because kind of run out tomorrow, so always need them on a Friday, which is a pain, but we got them now. Yeah, so but yeah, happy, fixed the trousers, moved some stuff. Oh, that's the other one, needs to whiz a hoover around. So yeah, so if I whiz a hoover around, dye my hair, let me do the washing up tomorrow. That's pretty good, to be fair. And then I can just sit and crochet my other sock, because I do really want to crack on and get going with that. So if I hoover and then dye my hair, I can sit and crochet while my hair's dyeing, because the joys of the old colourful dyes is you just leave it in. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a mooch through my, I've got a little folder saved on my phone, like in the collections bit on TikTok. So I've got colourful hair TikToks, I've got a Pinterest one, and I've even got one on Instagram. So yeah, and I don't think I've got it anymore. I used to have one on my phone. So yes, I have all these like hair colour saved, and yeah, just go through and pick inspo. I mean, I already know at the front I want pink and orange, like fruit twist. It's sort of, you know, so yeah, so I've got like a pink, and then I've got like a soft like peachy orange, and then of course I want obnoxious orange. And I do actually, if I show you the colourway, I really like the colours on these trousers. So I love the idea of some pink and yellow and like sort of lilac-y purple, sort of, not, I want to do a brighter purple, but maybe a softer purple, but a bright soft purple if I've got it. So yeah, they're my kind of inspos, and I want to chuck a rainbow in there somewhere. So there we go. So that's the kind of inspo. So I'll probably have a look on my saved bits. I'll see what I've got. But yeah, but there we go. Slight change of plans, because I've got to do my hair on my hair anniversary. So there we go. Who knew that the 27th of June was my hair anniversary of bleaching and dyeing my hair and making it colourful. And I have literally had colourful hair ever since. There was like, I think, no, even then it was still colourful. I've had colourful, yeah, ever since. The only colour I've never dyed it is brown. I've dyed it black, red, all the colours, just never brown. So there is that. So, but there we go. So I'll catch up with you folks a wee bit later, but I thought I just had to update you on that. That yeah, it's my hair anniversary. Whoop whoop. So yeah, happy birthday, colourful haired alternative Cheryl. She's been kicking around 20 years now. So it wasn't a phase. When people say it's not a phase, Mom, yeah, no, it wasn't a phase. You know, at least now I have to clean my own bathtub, colour my hair, or what I do is just spray all the water out and then cover it and spray it, clean and spray. So, but there we go. So thought you should know that fun fact. 20 years of colourful hair, so 20 years of making the world a more interesting place, and people smile with my hair. All looking disgust. Either way, it's been fun. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you later. I might chuck you on a time lapse while I do some of my hair, and then yeah, we'll catch up a wee bit later. Hello, sorry about that, camera ran out of battery, but here we go. I have done my fruit twist colour, a peach and apricot, and then I've done orange, pink into light purple, and then blue into pink, and then I've done the rainbow, so purple, blue, green, orange, yellow, pink going across. And yes, the hair dye does dribble down. I have a little hanky here for it, but yeah, so I'm going to leave this in basically until it dries up, and then I'll wash it out because then it stays as vibrant as possible. And then I'll decide once it's washed out, that is usually when I bleach dye my eyebrows, decide the eyebrow colours. So yeah, so I don't usually have brown eyebrows. I just haven't obviously dyed my hair, so I haven't dyed my eyebrows. So, but yeah, so that's the thing. But here we go. So we're just gonna, yeah, let this work its way in for the next like hour or two, and then yeah, go wash it out. I could wash it out after 20 minutes, but it took like nearly an hour to put in, so I want it to like marinade. You'll be amazed the amount of patches I get on my skin from when I do a hair dye. And also it was very hot in my bathroom, and obviously I scrubbed my face with a towel, so my face is a bit pissed off right now. It's very sweaty in there, so the face is a bit angry, but new hair for hair anniversary, so for better having done it. I'm a shitbag for procrastinating, so there we go. So yay, catch up with you later when it's all washed out, looking good, and yeah, so see you a bit later. Hello. She's back to looking like herself and feeling herself. Look at those brows. Actual colours on my face. So much better than brown, is it not? Just take my hair out the clip. It's still a bit wet, so I'm clipping it up because I'm crocheting. So, but yeah, here's the light pinky fruit twist, or fruit punch, and this is apricot bit, and then it goes into like pink into, it's meant to be like a mystic purple, but it's not really turned out. So that might be the one bit I'm gonna have to redo, is the purple on the end of the yellow, and then there's blue into pink in there, and then there's, yeah, all the rainbow bits going through. So yeah, and the same mystic purples on the end, so I'm not sure how long that's gonna last, but yeah, that's good, isn't it? But yeah, that's the one bit I think I might have to put a bit of colour on it, is that one bit, but all the other colours came out really well, so there we go. So yeah, back to looking myself. So best way to celebrate hairversary, you know, 20 years of colourful hair. Oh, that was my wrist clicking. Oh, let's pull the loop up a bit. Sorry, camera and crochet bag combo. I am this far into my second sock. I've done the beginning toe bits, and I'm now onto the rows, doing the pattern of like these little chunks, clusters, and then I do like loopy stitches, which are the top bits. So yeah, so just keep doing that until it reaches the bottom of my heel. So yeah, thankfully I measured yesterday's one, and I do have it sat here next to me. So yeah, so today's kind of plan is to just, yeah, quietly keep crocheting this sock so I can get it done. And then yeah, my son's friends coming over for their sleepover today, and I think they're also staying tomorrow, no definite. I'm very and ahhing, but I'm very tempted to go with car boot tomorrow. I might just go with what's in my wallet. Whatever's in there is mine to spend, you know. Just want to go out and look at some stuff and just get some ideas and just mooch things and get some inspiration. So car boot is fun for picking up secondhand things, bits and pieces, and obviously I know I can't buy plants, so you know, I've got 20 odd quid in my purse. I can maybe borrow a little bit out of my behind my ear fund. So yeah, so I might go car boot tomorrow. And then I think while I have an all-day bus ticket, because why not? So it's just in the sock. I might go on an adventure because my local corner shop, I went over there again, obviously earlier, when I went to pharmacy to get my meds. They still do not have any bakery goods. And I asked, and she said, all the bakery bits are closed today. I just want a baguette. As my hat says, less regrets, more baguettes. And I'm like, I just really want a baguette. So, yeah, I'm tempted tomorrow. Once I've done car boot, I might just have a day out for me, adventure. And yeah, might just then go get the bus up to M&S, go get a really nice baguette, and have a mooch in TK Maxx, go look at the Halloween stuff, because Halloween stuff is always fun. And I'm going to get some really good ideas for pumpkin things, because obviously this year, now I'm crocheting, I want to do some homemade pumpkins, which I think would be really fun. So yeah, so I want to go look at the pillows and the actual pumpkins and the decorations, and yeah, go get some inspiration. And also, while it is in early, I'm going to put a little bit of my naughty money aside that I shouldn't be touching, but I'm going to, because it is savings. I'm going to see if they have any of these spooky, like, pasta bowls. I have a big one, and I have a slightly smaller one, and I buy one a year. That's my once a year treat. So yeah, I've got like a church, and then I've got one with witches on. The church one's got ghosts and things. So yeah, so I want to see what I can go get, if they've got any of the spooky bowls in. And I've seen they've got cups in as well. So I'm like, I've just got rid of loads of mugs. Do I indulge in a spooky bowl and a spooky mug? You know, so yeah, so we will see. But that is my kind of game plan for a weekend video, is we're going to go car boot, and then we're going to go, yeah, mooch some shops, mooch TK Maxx, get a baguette from M&S, and then probably go mooch the charity shop that's up that way, you know. Maybe even go mooch not B&M. B&M's always boiling. I never find much in B&M. Might go to Home Bargains, because then the bus stop's just outside. So yeah, I might do that. So yeah, so we might be indulgent tomorrow by being really sensible and saving our spoons. This week, really listening to what is fatiguing, as well as I was watching a TikTok and they said about how heat intolerance meds, of which I'm on 2, great, can really bring about, you know, if you really get, you know, hot, sweaty, or, you know, very tired, fatigued. I'm like, I have. So yeah, so it's kind of a combo, I think, of my fatigue and my meds teaming up together to be an arsehole. So yeah, but no, I'm thinking now, I'm looking at myself in a proper camera, a proper screen even, that needs a bit of fixing, because it's not really purple, is it? That's a bit shit. So that little bit there is going to get fixed, I think, because this came out so nice. This is carnation pink, this bottom bit, and it's lovely. So yeah, I might go fix that little tuft of hair, put some hair dye in it and pin it back up, and I'll leave the ends for now because they're not too bad, but when they fade I can just dob in some hair dye. And I did take pictures of, if you've seen that in the time lapse, when I just stop and do that, as well as dancing and singing along to Amazon Music. Yeah, I do take pictures of the order I put the hair dye in my hair, and also the combos. So like on this, I know the pink I put at the top, and then this pink, and then the colour, and then that. So yeah, so that way when I go to re-dye it, I've got the combo of colours, and I've got the order I put them in, which is very useful. So yeah, so if that's how I keep track, number 1, of how many colours I put in my hair, and number 2, what order to put them back in for when I want to refresh it, or if I just want to, like, when it comes around to bleaching the roots, bleach the roots and redo the whole lot of hair, I can do that. So yeah, I mean, I will say I'm tempted to cut it this autumn. I'm not sure how much, but it's going to get a hunk off. It's already looking a bit frizzy-ish at the ends, but I'm resisting cutting it right now because it's really good length in pigtails, and I like the springy fireworkness of them. But yeah, so I am tempted. I mean, to be fair, I might just leave that bit for now, and then tomorrow I might put my hair up when I go out, because I think this in pigtails is going to look so freaking cool. So yeah, so I might do that tomorrow, is just put it up and have a really cool fringe, and redye that bit tomorrow, because I've kind of done a lot with my hair today. I did have to go have a lay down after rinsing my hair, because yeah, the spoons weren't spooning. But yeah, so and I've just sat here crocheting, watching TikTok and a bit of background TV at the same time. I am getting quite hungry though. It is 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten lunch because obviously I wanted to go to the corner shop and go get baguette to make a really nice sandwich. They didn't have baguette. So yeah, and I didn't really eat dinner last night. So, and I didn't have a good breakfast this morning. Well, I did. A whole pot of a big pot of lemon yogurt. It was lovely. But you know, that kind of filled the gap from dinner yesterday, so bearing in mind I'm doing teenagers pizza, garlic bread and bits. I think I'm gonna go, I've got some Jersey roll potatoes. I'm gonna go cook them up, make myself like a warm potato salad, and then yeah, I've got some greenery. I've got lettuce, cucumber, and yeah, I think, you know, cook something to go with that. I do have some bougie fish fingers. I might, you know, to sound posh, the M&S ones, back when the yellow sticker, you know, when their stuff all got hacked, and I did eventually manage to time it where the yellow sticker stuff was everywhere, and I got a pack of the jumbo chunky fish fingers for like £1.30 or something stupid. So yeah, so I still have them in my freezer, so I might cook them, because I can cook them from frozen. Have a couple of giant fish fingers with a pile of salad and potatoes. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It's a good hot day dinner, so I might do that. And then I've also then can have the same, but with cold potatoes tomorrow, and just cook the fish fingers. And by tomorrow, slash Sunday, probably tomorrow, I will clean the air fryer so I can use that to cook them in. Just because it'll be better on these hot days coming up to cook things in the air fryer. So, but for now, I'm gonna go, I think, yeah, chop up some potatoes. And yeah, prep myself some food because I am hungry. So I think, yeah, go get the potatoes chopped up and cooking, and the fish fingers go in, just so I can get some food in me, even if I have something later like a pot noodle, or sort of make some noodles up or something as a later thing. So yeah, or just ninja some of the teenagers pizza. Can't eat the garlic bread, but I can eat pizza. So, but yeah, so I think I'm going to round up this weekly vlog here. We didn't go out and about, but I did kind of lay out at the beginning of the week we weren't going to be out and about in. The only thing we didn't really get round to was our baking, but fatigue kind of wipes a good day and a half out there. So, and also just building works, you know, so that is just, you know, one of these things. But I'm hoping gonna have a really good out and about day tomorrow, just so I can scratch that itch, and then yeah, that'll be really resolved. And then Sunday I'm gonna really blast clean. I'm gonna have a, you know, loud music, clean the house kind of day, blast clean the kitchen, you know, clean the bathroom, that kind of, you know, scruffy and loud music kind of vibes. And then we will have a clean decks ready to rock and roll for Monday, to then maybe have a really good, you know, Monday's warm. It's going to be warm anyway, so why don't we use that warmth to our advantage to rice bread. So yeah, so I think Monday we might make some rolls, which would be pretty fun. So yeah, so I think we will do a bit of baking Monday, just so then we can do something fun with our time, isn't it? Because when it is boilingly hot and you have to be disgustingly sensible, it's a struggle. So yeah, so we are going to make some bread next week and crack on with the recipes I said that I wanted to try. So, but for now, I'm going to go start some dinner because I'm hungry. So I hope you've all had a lovely week, and yeah, and I hope me with blonde hair did not, you know, give you a jump scare. We're back to normal now, though, even more back to normal with the brows. So yeah, I've used baby blue and the fruit punch colour, so I quite like them. And I think with some little dot makeup will be really fun. So yeah, so, but there we go. I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching the video. You're all amazing. And yeah, I will hopefully, you know, I'm going to set all the alarms tomorrow, and yeah, I'm going to have, quite excited to go do a day out tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm going to do a day out tomorrow. Do the car boot, I'm going to do a mooch, I'll show you anything I pick up, you know, we're going to have a real just good day. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people later, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.